Your girl has to get some Botox on her forehead. These wrinkles are not cute. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. This is a new foundation from NARS and I'm really excited to test it out. I'm going to be doing an 8-hour wear test as well. If you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe, and if you want to see my thoughts on this, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation is available everywhere now. It runs for $49 and I have the shade Light 4 DeVille here. This is actually made in the USA and it has a 24-month shelf life. You get an ounce of product in here, and let's go ahead and open it. So I am a huge fan of NARS foundations. I actually love every single NARS foundation I've ever tried. I actually went a little darker than I normally. I think I usually go for Mont Blanc, which is I think way too light for me lately because I have been using my gradual self tan. So this is described as light with neutral undertones, which is what I generally go for. Even though I am more pink, I do like to go for the neutral. So I like this packaging. It is glass. It has a plastic cap and you just pull it off. I did try this out yesterday just to see how I liked it, and so I can give an in-depth review, but let's go ahead and apply it first. I do always take a primer, and in all of my foundation reviews that doesn't change, so I'm gonna go ahead and still take a primer anyway. For today I'm gonna be using the One Size Secure the Blur because I need a smoothing primer. I just kind of take it on the tops of my cheeks and my nose because that's the areas that I get a lot of texture, and I only take a very little bit. I love this primer because like you can immediately see a change in my skin texture. Like it's completely smooth, like you literally see it happening. Okay, so let's talk about the claims of this foundation. So it says it's an advanced makeup skincare hybrid foundation with a natural finish that instantly blurs and smooths. It says see your skin in the best light with light reflecting foundation. This innovative blend of makeup and skincare instantly blurs imperfections, smooths the look of textured skin, and helps conceal blemishes, dark spots, and redness. It visibly improves skin clarity after 6 weeks of daily use, even after makeup is removed. That is interesting. That's something that I'm obviously gonna have to test out a little bit more. I can't tell you that right off the bat. Powered by advanced skincare ingredients that help defend against environmental aggressors and blue light, it immediately strengthens the skin barrier to help maintain its moisture. Suitable for most skin types, including sensitive skin. It's medium buildable coverage with a natural finish. Breathable all day wear. There's 36 shades, which that's an amazing range. NARS always does have an amazing range. And it's makeup that looks like skin, acts like skincare, feels light as air. Ooh, I'm excited to try this out. So as always, I take a sponge on one side and a brush on the other side. So I'm going to be using my Juno & Co. Cloud Sponge on this side first. And what I'm going to do is pump out. I'll do like one pump. Oh, let me show you guys the texture of this. I did use this yesterday, like I said. It is a little bit more runny than I imagined it would be. The color is not perfect for when I have a self tan. It's not entirely perfect, but we're still gonna go with it for today. It does feel really, really lightweight. It's kind of runny. It kind of reminds me of NARS Sheer Glow. It matches my neck pretty well today. I think my gradual self tan is fading a little bit. And I will tell you right now that I think I prefer this foundation with a sponge because I find it a little streaky with a brush. So we're going to still test it out for the purposes of this video. Also, I did want to mention that I don't know if it's my nose or what, but I do smell something funky. It smells a little bit more like chemicals. I'm not really a fan of the smell, but as you can see, that is one layer down, and I would say it gives a really nice medium coverage right off the bat. I don't see it as smoothing as it claims to be. I think that if I hadn't used the smoothing primer, my skin would look like absolute garbage. I also feel like it dries down really, really almost matte, but it still gives a natural look to the skin. I'm honestly not going to build it up more than this. I would say it's a nice medium coverage right off the bat. It covered all my redness. I could probably build it up a little bit more. I'm going to take the IT Cosmetics Love is the Foundation brush on the other side, but you're going to see what I mean. I just feel like it leaves it looking a little bit streaky and it's like harder to blend. I just prefer application with a sponge. I also feel like it's not as neutral as I would like for it to be. I think that it is a little bit more yellow than I would like. As you can see, it's just a little bit harder to blend. I just have an easier time with the sponge. But coverage wise, it does give a little bit more coverage. Although this sponge, it doesn't eat up a lot of the product. That's why I love it so much. But you're always gonna get fuller coverage with a brush no matter what. Like, it's just the way it is. Here we are. My skin tone is nice and even. I do want to see how it wears. I did also do a wear test yesterday. I feel like it dries really, really quickly. Like, you have to work really hard. Like, this isn't a foundation I would dot around your face and like then blend it in. It looks really nice and everything, but this is not my favorite NARS foundation, that's for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some concealer. I want to see how some cream products apply over top of this. I did not do that yesterday, so I'm not sure. I'm going to apply my Armani Luminous Silk concealer because this is my favorite concealer. And we're just going to take that all over the center of our face, blend it out with the sponge. A lot of the coverage has disappeared right here especially, so I'm going to add a little bit of concealer there. I normally do that anyway, so it's okay. I don't know about this being a natural foundation. Like, it looks natural, but it doesn't feel, it feels like if I go like this, like I could rub it off. That's what it feels like to me. It'll flake off. That's not a good feeling, you know? I'm gonna take some cream bronzer. This is the one from Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is in my Shop My Stash, so I kind of have to use it this month. So I'm just gonna apply that and see how it applies over top the foundation. So far it's looking really good. I don't think it's disturbing any of the foundation like underneath or anything. So your girl has to get some Botox on her forehead. These wrinkles are not cute. And then I'm going to take the cream blush from the new Natasha Denona Rose Cheek Duo. Also in my Shop My Stash. I want to show it some more love. To be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about this one because it's so light. I like a more Bam blush personally, but I'm actually loving how this is looking over top. I really don't think the foundation is budging like at all. Cream products apply pretty nicely. I'm going to use my number 7 setting powder to set my under eyes. I normally don't set my face, but I am going to just put a little tiny bit of loose setting powder underneath my contour just to like chisel that out. Now I'm just going to go in with some of the highlighter from this. I like the highlighter a lot. The blush, I'm still like, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to take some setting spray because I always do this anyway. I'm going to take my Morphe Luminous setting spray first. I do feel like that'll help because right now it doesn't, like it looks, okay, it looks a little bit more matte than natural, I feel like. I feel like it reverse oxidized. Is there a word for that? I feel like I look like a lot whiter than I did before and my neck is just slightly darker. Like I could go maybe one shade higher. I'm also going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray because this is for longevity. Okay guys, looking at my makeup completely done, this looks really, really good. It looks almost flawless. I would be interested to see if it does work without a primer, but I don't think I'd ever test that because I just always use a primer anyway. I'm just really loving how this turned out. It is currently 1:18. I'm gonna try to be back around 9. I'm curious to see how this will wear because like I said, I feel like if I just rub it, it'll just peel off. Like it feels kind of like stuck to my face. I don't know, in like not a good way. It feels like I have makeup on. When you actually pump it out, it's like super liquidy and lightweight, but like after applying it, it kind of feels tight on my face. I don't know if that makes any sense, but my skin looks really, really good. So I'm curious to see how this will wear. I am going to run some errands with my hubby. We might go out to eat, but other than that, I'm going to be chilling at home and I guess we'll see how it looks in a few hours. I keep looking at myself because it looks super flawless. Like I'm really impressed right now. Oops. It's totally midnight. Stayed up till midnight tonight. Wow, I know how to party on a Saturday. I'm just kidding. This held up really, really nicely. We actually didn't end up going anywhere. So I was just really pretty much sitting at home all day, but I don't think that it would do much. I was also wearing my glasses. So around here, it's always gonna go a little bit. It's gonna fade a little bit, you know what I mean? So there's that. I think it held up really nicely. I don't think this color really entirely matches my neck the way it should. Maybe I can go a shade higher, but I mean, it might match when I'm not self-tan. I think it's a really nice foundation. There are some serious claims on this. It claims to improve skin's radiance by 61%, more even skin tone, but like basically all the claims on this is that it's skincare and that the more you use it, if you use it every day, your skin will actually improve. So that's really interesting and I'm excited to see if that actually does work. Here's the thing though, I don't use the same foundation every day, like ever. So I don't know how I'm ever going to test that. I use like a different foundation pretty much every single day. So I don't know. I mean, it would be an interesting test to see how it wears over time, like how my skin actually does improve. I like the concept behind this. And I think it looks really nice, but it's not as lightweight as I would like for it to be. It feels like I'm wearing makeup. It feels kind of like not heavy. Considering it's very, very light, it feels like flaky. Like I could just flake it off, like I keep saying. I don't know. That's just the feeling of it is not my favorite, but it looks really nice. And I think my skin still looks really flawless. It's been more than 8 hours. When did I stop this? Oh, it's been like 10 hours. My skin looks pretty good. No textures emphasized. Everything still looks even. Nothing's faded really. So I'm really happy with this foundation. I give it a thumbs up for sure. I do not like it as much as my Charlotte Tilbury. I will tell you that much. Charlotte Tilbury, it's because of my dry skin. I just love the way it looks on my skin. It gives my skin like a really nice radiance, even though it's not like overly dewy either. I think it still looks really good. Did you guys pick this up? Let me know what you guys think of it. Are you gonna pick it up? I would love to know all the deets. And yeah, that completes this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. If you're new here, now it runs for, what is it? Okay, so the NARS Night, what? So it says that it's advanced makeup and skincare. Hello.